What's up? I'm back with part 3 of the Mazda CX-9 build, and I'm going to be installing my Unity speakers.
So I just picked up the mid-range 6.5. Looks pretty nice. Pretty solid. Unity U2 6.5s. Hybrid audio. Some hybrid audio, Unity U2s. Looking real nice. I'll get the terminals soldered on so that I can easily connect them. There we go, I got some speaker wires fabbed up. These will plug into the terminals, and these will plug into the actual wires going back to the amplifier. Just finished up a wiring harness for the door drivers. Got these that will plug right into the terminals on the speaker, and these guys will plug right into the harness for the main speaker wires coming from the amplifier. So I took the door panel off, and just to get a look to see what I was dealing with here. Bose did a great job from factory with covering all the wires in a nice foam and making this plastic panel that makes basically an enclosure for the driver. But I just picked up these speaker rings that will convert this size to my size speaker going in, because I'm putting 6.5s in. So I just gotta check to make sure that it fits. So here's the Bose driver. It's got the inverted magnet style. Put that aside. And we might have to do some modifications here, but... All right, so unfortunately the door does not fit on with this spacer, so either I'm gonna have to build a spacer myself once I get back to the shop, or I'm gonna pull this panel off and see if I can't mount it internally to get me some of that space back. Now that the door's off, it's unfortunate. I'm gonna have to wait till I go home because I gotta do this the right way. So I'll start by sound deadening this, treating it, and I'll put it back together. Right, so now I got the old 4-inch driver, or 3-inch driver in the dash, and I have the speaker rings that I bought. These stuck out too far from the door, so I couldn't put the panel on, so I took all the tabs off since mine's the 6.5. And first I'll use the router to run this outside, then I'll flip it over and use this to route the inside hole. And that will give me perfect flat example of the same exact dimensions. And then this one I'll screw face down with these holes, and then I'll use this as the router template as well. So I use the bandsaw to do a rough cut, and then I'll use the router, screwed it down, the old speaker, I'll use the router to just flush trim. There we have it, custom speaker rings made out of a nice thick plastic. See, it fits on there perfectly. So yeah, those will mount perfectly on the doors and in the dash. All right, just got some of the paneling on the driver's side done, so everything's all tidied up, no wires visible. Got the ones, we'll have to hook up the speakers, put the door back together, and then I just gotta finish up the passenger side and put the door back together and put all the speakers in. got the doors mounted up. I have the gasket, the speaker adapter, the foam, and then the speaker. I'm gonna tidy up everything, cut the wires, put some sound deadening on, and then throw the door panel on. Then I got the speakers installed, the full range drivers on both sides. So, almost there. All right, so got the door panel all sound deadened. Bose did an amazing job, but I threw in some extra sound deadening here and there to make up for spots that had a little bit louder noise to them. Did some in the flat areas, but this door is ready to go on. There's one door done, fully installed. I have to take a look at the clearances on the speaker. When I put this in, the back corner edge is up. I'm okay with that, but I just need to make sure that it doesn't affect the frequency response. So I'll do some testing to make sure that there's no interference with the driver. All right, so I got both doors on. Everything's fully installed as far as the sound system. I'm gonna tidy up the back wires and start programming. I'm gonna save the programming for a different video until I master it. And man, this was always a problem with the base. So I put some plastic welder on here because the roof would flex a bunch, and I know the 18s are gonna make it flex harder. So trying to pre-tackle that problem. Other than that, I just have to do the new 3D printed front face, and that's it for this video.